Live. All right, guys, I'm Enchantress, and on this channel, we go live every single day. On Sundays, it's Angel Messages, Mondays, Mystery Monday, and Tuesday is open mic for yes or no questions. So please subscribe so that you can join us on these lives and get notified. Donations are gladly accepted here. To help us grow, we ask that you like, comment, share, guys, if you have not. Slam the ding subscribe button, okay? Like-minded souls are welcome here, guys. And it is Tuesday, so we do live yes or no questions for members, mods, and participants only. So if you do not participate, oh, I can't even talk. Please, I was blaming it on the retrograde, guys, but now I don't know what it is. But if you do not participate with this channel, it is not likely that I will answer a question if you just pop out of nowhere and just say, hey, I have a question, without some type of donation, okay? And that's just plain and simple, and it's the right thing to do, okay? It's reciprocity, all right? We already give enough free information. So there you have it. Hey, Life with Tony. Hey, Lizzie. All right, guys. So here we go. I had a few downloads, and I got to express the downloads, okay? Now, I was going to wait to the end, but I don't want to forget because these were dream downloads, okay? So the first one was I astroplaned, okay? And I let the baby sleep with me. So it's like I get interrupted sometimes during dreams and things like that. But it's dangerous to be astroplaning, I think, with somebody next to you. Because I don't know, but I do believe that sometimes people don't make it back into their body, okay, when you astroplane. I do feel like that, and the wrong type of disruption, the wrong type of vibe, and I feel like you might not make it back. So I don't like doing that. It wasn't intentional, but I had something on my mind, or I was talking about something too much during the course of the day. So I got a download by astroplaning to a factory. And in this factory, it wasn't, like a lot of like normal people, just regular smugglers. It wasn't that type of factory. This was a factory of people with a little bit more pull and a little bit more power. So like high scientists and things like that. And I'm just going to be honest with you guys. If you are going to like meat stores and things like that, purchasing meats, I'm not sure how much of meat we're eating anymore. And I'm just going to be honest with you. And I stopped this a long time ago with the meat eating, but I'm not encouraging anybody to do that. You have your own free will. I'm just telling you what I saw. What I saw was they were building a piece of meat like it was a Rubik's Cube. And when I tell you it was like plastic, I felt like it was plastic. It was just, majority of it was fake. And we know this because things have come to light, like the Parmesan shredded powder cheese in the cabinet. We found that was like a kind of like a sawdust at one, flavored sawdust. So that was found out. So I say that to say that it's just not the same anymore. They're adding things to it to stretch it. Now you go to your favorite stores and you go, you guys are out of that? This is the reason why we are starting to run out of certain things. And if you notice, certain meats and certain things like that are definitely like a higher price. Now, I don't know, modern day people say no cap. This dream was no cap, okay? I saw them putting fragments into different pieces of meat to build the meat up. So I'm sorry, guys. It's gonna be a no for me with meat. And I'm just not going back to it. It was confirmation just to make sure, because there's many times I'm like, boy, I'd like to get a nice piece of meat, but I'm going to pass because the dream told me to. It wasn't a dream. I actually went there. I don't know where this factory was, but I'm telling you, I went there. I was there. The other download I had was, it was like, but that one, it's kind of like you think your worst nightmare is scary. To me, that was my worst nightmare. That was a nightmare. I woke up, I'm in a place where I can see everybody in their hands and just put this with this. And you can hear chatters like, dude, put this over here. Okay, we're going to add this, cooperate with this. And, you know, the way they were talking was definitely educational. So this wasn't just people at a factory like, yo, pass me the bricks. It wasn't like that. This was, okay, we're going to incorporate this with this because this will make it like this. We want the textures to be good. You know, that's how I could hear chattering. I was like, this is it for me. This is it. But anyways, if you are not seeing somebody cut meat from right from the carcass, like go to like a meat store to get your meat, and the butcher works there, you know, go to a butcher. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Don't eat meat out of the markets too much. If you have a butcher near you and you would like meat, go to a butcher where you can see that carcass, like, you know, hanging. Go to a butcher. I'm sorry. Stop eating meats from other places. You remember at Save-A-Lot, I don't know, some of you in America have a place called Save-A-Lot. A long time ago, they had got some meat from a place that wasn't really, you know, USDA, you know, supplied or whatever. We have a butcher here, Lizzie. We have a butcher here that do the meat. But, you know, some butchers are still in the back of grocery stores. Sometimes. But, you know, I'm just not here for it. Okay. I'm not here for it because we already been tricked with other foods and food products and things like that. And we have like red dye 40 and yellow dyes and in everything. And then you give it to your children and they're hyperactive and you can't understand why they won't want to lay down. You're yelling at them, screaming at them, whipping them. And you can't understand that is what we're feeding them. You know, when you give them Cheez-Its and all things like that, we can't understand what we're doing to them. And then we want to whoop them because they don't want to listen. But we're feeding them garbage. This has been going on for centuries, and it's a shame that they hate us that much, that they would let us consume things that don't even that aren't even considered food and safe in other countries. You know, they're trying to do it now, but they haven't changed everything. If you flip a box, you will see red 40, yellow dyes, and all that stuff is harmful to children. It also causes ADHD severe. So when you're wondering why your kids can't learn in school, what's wrong with you? Why you're not listening? You watch what you give them for a snack, you know, and just in general. All right. I don't want to stay on the subject too long, but I do want to let you know that's what I saw. And then I had a conversation. The other download, I went somewhere else. I just was flying last night, guys. This is why I don't get much sleep. So the other one that I had is I went to someone and we were having a conversation. And this person was, I couldn't even see who I was talking to. So I'm going to kind of say like, it was like confessions. I want to say that, but it might not be. But anyways, so I was talking to this person and the subject came up of why can't I find, I don't know whether I was a high priestess in the back of a church in that thing where they talk through. I don't know. But anyway, they were saying that, why can't I find someone, the right someone for me? And why do I keep running into the same type of people? You know, I've had a couple different relationships and I keep ending up with the same energy. And then I rebutted. And the rebuttal was, it's not them, it's you. You didn't get the healing that you need. You didn't get the therapy that you should have had. And I also got that if you are in, okay, let's just say you haven't been with somebody in a long time, right? Let's just say you haven't been with somebody in a long time. And you are in this sexual energy and you are looking to date and meet somebody. If you have that type of frequency inside, that's what you're going to attract. Somebody looking for sexual energy, and that's it. So it is what we think, how we feel, that's what we attract. So if you're going every Friday night to the club and you're drinking every Friday and that's what you probably will attract. Or even if they don't drink, they might like to be out every Friday. And that's another thing, but it's also about introspection. You have to learn the lessons along with the introspection. You need to dissect yourself as well. So that's what I got. That was the downloads. And sometimes we're not ready. If you're in a drinking mode or you're drinking or whatever and you're sipping, and that's your business, and then you go to try to meet somebody, you're going to attract somebody who possibly has addictions. If you are a constant, if you have addictions, you're going to attract that. And it doesn't matter what kind of addictions. If you can't put something down you do for 2 or 3 months, okay? All right, guys. Enough of my mouth. You can drop those questions. But I want to share with you guys the drink again that I made. So these are gelatin shots, but I just made it really big. See the gelatin in there? They're healthy gelatin shots. That's what I've been doing lately. That I think it's very fun to incorporate it that way. So that's a beet. That's beet. That is a beet gelatin shot, and I have a lemon gelatin shot. So I do real lemons, and I don't use like the gelatin from the store. I get just like plain gelatin, and I put my own flavor in it, and it has been working so great. They're very good. Not to mention the benefits of the gelatin and the beets and different things that's in it. So it works for in the morning time. All right, guys, you know who you are. You know participants of the channel. You know if you're a member. You know. So go ahead and drop your yes or no questions, and I'll answer it, and I will clarify it. It's really good, September. They're good. Because I've never really been the type that just be like, I'm cooking some beets and put them on the side of the plate. That's never been my style. So I'm just incorporating things that I don't normally eat in the shots. All right, Life with Tony. So something came out about maybe somebody needs to get the courage up and the passion to try to reconnect. But I do feel 2 energies here. Somebody is ready. But the Strength card came out, and that's like courage. That's like passion. And that's like subtle power, but it's also persuasion and influence. It's also compassion. But then I have somebody who needs self-discipline, who is position or energy. They have a lack of direction right now, so this person is unsure of the direction that they want to go in. And I kind of feel like they may be a little aggressive at this time and a little careless because they don't know which way to go. So somebody is definitely confused. So I have one person that's confused, and one person that has the courage to try again. Not in the energy that you are in right now. Is in a opposition position where they may be fighting against it. But it's because they don't know which direction they want to go in. This person is a little out of control right now. But I feel like not right now, but they may make a decision very soon with the Two of Wands showing up. They're going to make a decision soon. You love beets, Lizzie? Turn them into a juice and put it, like, do Jello with it. I guarantee you'll be like, wow. And you can leave chunks in it if you want to. But I like it a lot, like that way. Positively inspiring. You might be feeling a little overwhelmed about this move. And you might feel like you want to give up and feel a little exhausted. It may not happen when you want it to. Clarify the Seven of Wands reversed. Yeah, it may not happen exactly when you want it to or during this time period. But don't give up. The bottom of the deck talks about willpower and a potential new beginning and a new opportunity. So don't give up, but it may not happen exactly when you want it to or when you're expecting it to. I'm going to say yes to that, Fiona. Give this person a little bit of time because they're going to embody the King of Wands energy, and that's going to help them overcome these challenges. And I feel like, I don't know what their career is, but they should be just focused on their career and becoming a leader, and it's going to help them overcome a lot of challenges. Vibe, would you ask the question you knew the answer to? You should stop trying to play it safe, Vibe. Would. I feel like you're going to be very successful as a wife. And I think that you're going to bring a lot of clarity to this person. And you're going to kind of like have an alpha dominance too. Like you're going to lead the connection in a lot of ways behind the scenes. You're going to be the leader in the connection behind the scenes, not where people can see, but behind the scenes. Okay, Latin fire. It's a little dangerous, I feel. I was going to ask you, do you live with someone positively inspiring? I was going to ask you that because I saw that there's other people around. But what I was going to tell you is I saw independence at the bottom of the deck a little ways away. So you're going to get the independence. Bible said I'm a spiritual gangster after all. Hmm. Okay, I was going to ask that, but I definitely saw somebody else like around. And I was going to say, you're going to get your independence. Just be patient and be as positive as you can. See your name. Just follow what your name says. Just follow what your name says. That's why you put that name up there. You're the one who chose that. And you have to do exactly what your name says. And 1, 2, 3, 4 is progression. So your name is positively inspiring with progression. Well, I don't know if you embodied this type of energy, D. Madison, but if you did, I mean, it could be, it's a possibility. Did you have like scattered energy or showed any type of frustrations? Like, you know how sometimes people calls me be like, what? Okay. If you gave off that type of energy, then that could be a possibility. If this isn't you, then this is them. But somebody, got a little frustrated with something. Okay. Well, this is his own energy then. If he's like that, then it wasn't you. So remember, roles could be reversed. I just didn't pick up on which one, but he's just naturally scattered. And it causes delays in his life and him to be frustrated. And I don't know if he's ever showed you that some anger, but he's holding on to some anger within too. Then it's not you. If you saw any of these qualities, D. Madison, why in the world would you think it's you? That's a good point. Positively inspiring. Like some people react things on so that they could think it's them, but it's really the other person. I don't know, September, if you ever addressed the traumas that have happened in your life. Have you ever addressed any of the traumas that have happened professionally? Have you ever addressed any of them? And I'm talking about professionally, like sitting down with you and your kids professionally. Okay, I'm going to suggest that. I don't know what kind of insurance you have, but if you have like Medicaid or anything like that, or you can get your hands on it, they offer things like that free. I think you need to open up about something. And after that, you're going to complete a cycle. That's all I think you need to do. Spirit is saying to address trauma. Whatever happened to you, or you think that was the worst that happened, there's somebody you need to tell that to. And when you address that, that's going to complete everything. And then everything is going to make everything whole. And after that, see, because you got to remember that if you receive some type of trauma, not intentionally, but we pass it down to our kids, and then they get some type of trauma from something that happened to them at a young age. And then their children to do the same thing. So you got to, and I know you asked about a relationship, and I'm telling you, this is going to complete the cycle. And then you're going to be ready to move on forward. It wants you to address something first. Because with these things hidden or not able to come out, or you not to get the right answers, when it comes down to situations in a love dynamic, there's some things you don't know how to do or what to do in that scenario. What are you confused about? The way I answered? Yes, that's true. Positively inspiring. So yeah, it's something with that. And then after that is done. Oh, you're confused about the trauma? So if there's anything that happened in your life, anything, or anything you think you need to talk about, or, mommy issues, daddy issues, anything like that, it may need to be addressed, because that will affect our relationships. I feel like then after that, a cycle is going to close, and then you'll be able to open up a new cycle. I don't know. It's something with the number 21, and that's, and when it breaks down, 21, it breaks down to a 3. It's about Empress energy, and it's also about optimism and joy. So I feel like then you'll receive that. All right, guys, they closed the schools today. Here, I just got a message. So they're closing because of the snow. Unknown caller. And now they're calling to make sure you know. So the 3s are optimism and joy. So and that's what I'm saying, September. That's why some of the things, you always see 1221? Okay. That's why I'm telling you some of the things. And guess what that breaks down to? A 3. And do you know, it tells me what the issue is. So 21 or 12 breaks down to a 3, right? Because that's how you have to break the numbers down. So it's 33. So hear me out. That's mother issues. It's Empress energy. 3 is the Empress. So you might have mommy issues. And it has to be, something's got to be addressed or opened back up. And then once you complete that cycle, because you know how people say address the elephant in the room? That's kind of like that. Once you address the elephant in the room, you can move forward to something else. I think something has to be addressed first. All right, so that's what I got. But to answer your question, on top of that, I feel like yes, but a cycle must be completed first. And I feel like that's what the cycle was. Unless, unless now it could be some other things. Well, that's all it is. And then you could, no, and your mother probably needs to be addressed too. You can get her to go to one therapy session with you. It needs to be addressed, whatever it was. And I guarantee you it's going to take a load off your back. And then you're going to be like, wow, I feel like a whole new person. Or either if you have this anxiety and depression, if you have any of those, do you have anxiety or depression? She won't go. Okay. Well, maybe you can make a phone call and while you're there and just put her on speakerphone. Well, you can make a phone call and put her on speakerphone and do that. But then even if she doesn't comply, September, they're going to know what to tell you. But do you have anxiety or depression? Because I can slide your mother's out of the equation if you do. I don't think you do. But I'm not sure. Okay, then it's your mother. It's your mother. And see, remember, we see the angel numbers for a reason. And just because you open a book and the angel number says this doesn't mean that that's what it needs. That's the focal point. The numbers could be pointing you to someone. Okay? So with the 3, with it breaking down to 3s, and then you seeing 333 on top of it, there's something that needs to be addressed. Once you do that, you're going to unlock another a cycle. And then after that, everything will roll smoothly after that. And guess how many people like the live? 21. 21 is right up there. Okay, somebody change that number quick. It's 22. All right, guys. That's what I got. And I was just talking about that. So the dream this morning, that I was talking to the person and they were talking about, it probably is connected to you, September. The dream that I talked about, I don't know whether you were on here and heard me, and I said this person came to me talking and they were confessing to me and they were saying that, why can't I find, someone or the right type of person or a good person? And I said, there's something about you that has to be addressed. So that probably was talking about you. And then the same thing comes out. So it probably had something to do with you. Okay, so let's see. What other messages do we have? We're going to get off of that. Let me see. This is for our, when we get these messages, guys, just be mindful that this is the best thing you can get next to therapy. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm going to tell you the truth. And it's because of love, okay? It's because of love. I have a very good heart, okay? I'm not going to tell you anything that's going to hurt you. I'm telling you things that's going to get you where you need to be. And look what came out. Transformation, all right? It's going to change everything. What else is coming? The collective. What else is coming for the collective? Look, even if you don't have to say it. Look at the whisper. Look at this. It's not lying. It's not lying. Introspection, transformation. That means that something has to change. And it may not feel good while it's changing. See, that could be the truth coming out of something. It's not going to feel good, but it's necessary to move forward. So we got introspection and transformation on the board. As soon as you do the work, the shadow work, the transformation is. What else is coming for the collective? And then after that, look what happens. Here comes the cosmic flow. All right? So there comes the blessings after that. What else is coming for the collective here? Provide a sacred space so that you can pour out your emotions. There's something that needs to be released. Somebody needs to visit their inner child. You see that? It told you right here. And I picked this deck up. I haven't used this deck in I don't know how long. And something said, pick up the deck. The journey. So there's some things that we got to do before we can get exactly what we want. After we do this work, let me see if it gives us an outcome. After we do the work, what's the outcome? Look at this. Growth. You see what I'm saying? Now everything is going to start growing. Your finances, your love life, everything. Look, and then look what it says. Trust the process. Trust the process and follow your intuition along the way. All right? This is a tarot deck, but it's an oracle deck. So it's an oracle deck. This is an oracle deck that helps you find your place in the universe. So it tells you everything you need to know. It's an oracle deck. But I just picked it up. I haven't used it in I don't know how long. If you go back, I'm pretty sure you've seen it on, I usually do it like on the shorts videos and stuff like that. So you may have seen it, but it's years and years old. But anyways, that's what it's saying. All right, let me try to knock out of that energy. Spirit, please and thank you. Spirit, please and thank you. Let me slam through the zodiac elements really quick, but I see a question from D. Madison. Should you pull your energy back from the Virgo? It's saying it's a possibility you should, or either embody the King of Swords energy. Your heart, where you're disciplined and where you're truthful and honest. Okay, you need to show this person mental, clarity. Just be clear in your speaking. Okay, I have feelings for you, but, there are some things some kinks that need to be ironed out here. I can't understand. I'm not feeling that. I feel like you may be pushing me away. And if that's what you would like, you can just tell me and I will gladly, remove myself out of your way. So it's telling you to be open with communication and the King of Swords. Okay, be honest and truthful. Like, I'm not particular about how you're treating me. Is there a reason? Did I do anything to you? And if it is, I would like to know, and try to say it in the softest manner as you can. Try to say it as softly as you can. Okay, September, you know. September. You something else. Listen, you can always, September, you can always hit me up on Instagram. If you have something you want to say and you don't want to say it in front of people, because I'm going to be honest, I can't even, honestly, this is how my mind works, and I kid you not. Who was the person that left and we were asking about them a lot? Like, where are they and stuff? September, who? I didn't say nothing though. But anyways, listen, September. Yes. So did you know who used to call me? Okay. I don't know if you guys knew that or not, but she used to call. We used to talk. D Madison, don't start. Don't start. Don't start. D Madison, don't you come in here with this. It's all love, guys. It's all love. But you can, September. Who used to call me? We used to talk on the phone. I understand, September, and I'm not mad at you. You have to voice how you feel. And I know you don't have any problem doing that, being an Aquarius. If it's one thing people don't want to do is get on that Aquarius's bad side. So I understand. I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at anybody, okay? Okay? I understand, September. I do. I understand, and it's not a problem. You're young. You got a long way to go, and I understand. I know you wasn't trying to be mean, September. We know. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. All right. You said what you said. You said what you said. So you're just setting boundaries for yourself and what you prefer, and there's nothing wrong with that, okay? Okay, D. Madison, it's all love here. It can. It's okay, positively inspiring. Don't worry. But everybody has, like, we have to respect people's boundaries. And if they say something, then we just know the next time. You know what I mean? That's how it is. But it's all love. This is actually positive. This is more positive than you think. Because when you're able and you feel comfortable enough to set boundaries with somebody, that's fine. Yes, it's okay. It's all love. All right, let's get back to the tarot. Let's get back, because everybody in the left now, because we doing some other things. All right, so the seasons are changing, and sometimes when the season change, so does attitudes. What's going on with the seasons changing here for the collective? So when the seasons change, sometimes you got to keep yourself in alignment. And wait for a new day. So a new day is coming. Let's clarify some of these. Let's see what this is talking about. What is this? Seasons. What is the seasons? Sometimes when they start getting a little cold, the attitude changes. It's just saying that during these times when the seasons change, this is more time for us to get rest, relaxation, and recoup. Okay, and to have this and to have renewals, because it cleanses the earth, and then we get a chance when the spring come, everything is renewed and fresh. Okay, so this is our chance to, like, basically hibernate. You go to work, you come home more in the winter time. So that's why some people like the seasons. You rest more in the winter time. Okay, and then we rest more in the winter time when the winter time comes. Okay, that's why we have the seasons, and that's why some people love the seasons, and it helps you get into alignment. You start doing more things around the house. You start eating warming, healing soups, and drinking drinks and elixirs and tinctures, for your skin and different things like that. In the wintertime, this is the time to do those things, to get ready to come forward in the spring. Okay, some people have it opposite. They think that it's time to work out in the summertime. No, you work out in the wintertime for the summertime. So you can work out at home in the house. Yeah, you can do different skin routines. You can do different things to your hair because you have more time to sit back and rest and relax and recuperate. Okay, because you're not on the move as much. So it is time to work out when the winter comes or when things slow down. You can always do these things in the house, or you can go to a gym. Okay, what is the alignment here? Okay, so you get into alignment, and there's the 10 of Pentacles. Didn't I tell you? Once somebody is in alignment all the way around the board, your finances are going to come. Your love life is going to come. Everything is going to come, but you must be in alignment. Now, I'm going to tell you something. Sometimes other people can come in your energy and slow things down for you, because now your karma is intertwined with theirs, or theirs is intertwined with yours. So you start getting leaks of their karma, because, and this is why I'm going to go back to that story of that girl who decided to let a friend come move with her because she was doing bad, and then she threw that hot acid or whatever it is on her face, because she should have never helped. Sometimes you're not supposed to help people. They are supposed to do it on their own. And usually if you do help them and make it out of the karmic cycle with them, it comes back on them again because they didn't do it themselves. You must do the work yourself. If somebody else is doing the work for you, you're riding off of their good karma. If something is supposed to happen to you, it's supposed to happen to you so you can rebirth. I'll give you an example. Jim Carrey, and alive. In his time, he was the funniest alive, okay? Now, he became completely homeless. And what is he now? A millionaire? He suffered a loss now. Right after he came up, he suffered a severe loss. But I say that to say this. He put the work in on his own, and that's how you get the rewards. You do not get the rewards without putting the work in on your own. The Pentacles here. There. Didn't we just see a story about something like that too? There was a girl who kept dealing with her husband, going back and forth to jail. Well, guess what? The last time she picked him up was the last time she lived. Because he killed her right afterwards. She went and picked him up from jail only for him to murder her and throw her body on the highway off the side of the road. We have to be careful, because we keep putting ourselves in negative loops. And then when things happen in a shift, everybody loses. But sometimes people come around you because that's what they want. No, it's not supposed to go that way. You are supposed to put the work in for yourself. Nothing. You have to do something. I remember years and years and years and years and years ago. And when I say years, I'm talking about over a decade or more. Okay. I remember, you know, the car was almost home, almost. Okay. And I had kids and it was almost home. And I'm going to tell you something. I fought for like I was fighting for my life. And when you do it on your own, you get rewards. I didn't go to anybody and ask for a pity party. I didn't ask anybody to give me anything or do anything for me. I fought my way through, and then I am who. This is how you obtain. This is how you get things. You do it on your own. Don't ask for nobody to clean up your act for you. You have to, and then you will see the rewards rush in. The rewards will rush in. And then you gain what? Wisdom. You gain wisdom. Mm-hmm. See, September? See? Yeah. And then you gain wisdom, and then your finances improve. There's money on the board. Follow me now. And all the while, you have to show gratitude. Because life is what? The journey. And life is going to unfold in different ways. All right? And it's different for everybody. But you can't make somebody else's story your story. Let's see, I'll come here. No, you're not woke, honey. You're asleep. You're asleep. I was supposed to go through the Zodiacs really quick. Get like a card of the day or something. Let me see if I can find that deck really fast. All right, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces on the board. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Give me Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces card of the day. There's 29 again. So somebody may be coming clean, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This could be you or this could be them. 7 of Swords. Somebody's coming clean about something they've done, did, or they just want to apologize, okay? Coming clean. Card of the day for Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. What's the card of the day for Leo, Aries, Sagittarius? Ooh, the Lovers. So you may have a choice that you have to make about something. This could be love or it could be else. There could be something dangling around. It could be temptation as well, okay? For Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. 23, 32 on the board, a mirrored number. We have Lovers, so this could be with the twin flame dynamic, with the Lovers here. Because the Lovers could represent a soulmate, twin flame, soulmate energy. Give me one for Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Give me the card of the day for Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Give me the card of the day for Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay, so there's an Empress reversed here. All right, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I don't know if you're embodying this energy or you're going towards someone who embodies this energy. This is somebody who is promiscuous. If they're not promiscuous, they're just unpacked, or they like to drink or do something addictive. I don't know what that is for you, but that could also be like, you know, money slipping away or somebody that's not nurturing. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. 32 on the board. Aquarius, Libra. Give me Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, the card of the day. I want to say it's the High Priestess, but it also split onto the Two of Cups. Look at that. So the High Priestess is on the board. So follow your intuition, okay? Follow your intuition. It could be you, wise, intuitive. And the High Priestess is about secrets. So maybe somebody may tell you something and tell you to, this energy is telling you to keep it to yourself. If somebody confides in you about something today, you don't have to tell everybody else. And there's some things that are not supposed to be told by a High Priestess energy, okay? Some things are not supposed to be told. I don't know why the Two of Cups is close by. All right, let's break it down and do January Aquarius. Let's break it down and do January Aquarius. Or should I say those born in the month of January? Give me those born in the month of January. Give me those born in the month of January card of the day. I don't know what this is. The Death card. Let's clarify it for those born in the month of January. Clarify the Death card for those born in the month of January. Hey, so something could be beginning. You could get a chance for a new beginning with the Death and the Two of Wands. You could be getting a new beginning here. All right. Two of Wands, you could be partnering up with somebody. Those born in the month of February. Those born in the month of February. Sometimes you are September. Those born in the month of February, I don't know. You might be having a change of luck with the Wheel of Fortune reverse. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune reverse. Yep, it's because, yeah, it looks like a change of luck. I don't like the Page of Swords reverse. I don't like that for you, February. Those born in the month of February. I don't like it. Give me one of the journey cards for Aquarius. Give me one of the journey cards for Aquarius. All right, so what this is, take the leap, Aquarius. Take the leap. Yep. It could be take the leap towards a person. No, well, that's persona. Take the leap towards a person, though. That's what I don't know why I heard that, but they're telling you to take the leap, but follow your intuition, too. I'm going to leave it there, guys. It's been a complete hour. I'm going to leave it there. That's all I have, guys. Enchanted Nemesis Tarot. Please like, comment, share, guys. If you have not, slam the ding subscribe button, okay? All right, I'll give you the herb of the day. All right, I'll give you the herb of the day. I'll do that, guys, really quickly. I'll do that. Stay tuned. Stay on here. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Yeah, I went right to it, so I got it. All right, I can do that. So let me do that for the Zodiacs really fast. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. What's the herb of the day for Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces? What does Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces need? Okay, so they need lemon balm. Lemon balm, okay? Lemon balm. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. What's the herb of the day for Leo, Aries, Sagittarius? What herb does their body need? Okay, so they need burdock root. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius needs burdock root. Okay? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. What herb of the day do they need? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All right, so they need barrage. Barrage, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All right, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. What herb do they need for their body? Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Oh, wow, guys, look. And I could go, the Empress, you need rose around you. Okay, so guys, you can make rose tea. I might make me a cup of rose tea today. You may need rose tea or something like that, but it says rose. And I just dried some roses too. They're dried up. I just dried some roses just now, so I could easily like steep them and make tea from them. I just did it like a few days back. Yes, September, you should. But that's Empress energy, guys. So you could possibly need nurturing. Yep, I just dried some roses, so I could easily steep it and make some tea from it. So I think I'll do that. I think I will. All right, somebody said they didn't get a... Dana says she posted a question twice. Are you with your person? So what does that mean? Like, I mean, are you asking, are you with the right person for you? Is that what you're asking? Okay. Is Dana with the right person for her? Is she with the right person? Yes or no, Spirit? I'm going to say yes. Right now you are, yes. But it's telling you got to have strength, compassion, and the willpower for the connection with the strength card coming out. That's all I have, guys. That's all I have. We're going to keep it right there, guys. Thank you for coming on, guys. I love you all, okay? I appreciate your time and energy. I really do. I appreciate the time we spend and that you show up for me the same way that I show up for you. I really, really, truly appreciate it. I love you all. All you have to do is comment and interact with the channel. Those who've asked questions that I did not answer, you must interact with the channel so I can get to know who you are, okay? If you don't want to interact with the channel, that's fine. You can offer like a donation if you like to the channel, and I will be glad to answer your questions. But you must interact, okay? You're welcome, Positively Inspiring. Vibe with, there you are. Dana, next time we talk to Vibe with, next thing you know, she's gonna be talking about a wedding. Vibe with, can you, when you get married, are you gonna post some pictures? Or no, or are you gonna keep that private? It'd probably be best not to. Thank you, Into. All right, guys, until next time, Enchanted Nemesis Tarot, guys. Oh, you know what, September, will you... Okay, stop, September, stop. Okay. I'm starving. I need something to eat, September. I do. Until next time, guys. September, get out of my... I was going to town. I was supposed to get off of here by now. I'm a foodie, though. I ain't talking about I don't eat meat, but honey, I eat, okay? I'm a foodie person now. I didn't say I didn't eat. I just said some things I don't want to eat anymore. That's a mess, Into. It is. All right, guys. So, dang, September. I'll tell you another time what I was eating. I'll show it to you because I didn't eat it all now. But I'll show you another time. But these are the best things. These are the things that I buy because I just like what they're made of. They're actually the cookies you get when you go in, like, if you go in first class sometimes, but sometimes it's not just first class, but I like the big, gigantic cookies that they give you in first class, the Biscoff cookies. That's what they are. And two, you can use as long as they didn't put any type of pesticides on it or anything like that. If you go to the store and ask them, are they natural roses, and they didn't put anything on them, you can use them. Because there's some sections in some stores where they have edible flowers for you to use over by the herbs. But you can ask them, have you ever made them into an ice cream sandwich? September, make them into an ice cream sandwich one day. I mean, just like the real long ones. Make it into like an ice cream sandwich and clean it off and eat it. You'll be like, what the? Because they take a long time before they get like soft. So I kind of like the crunch with the ice cream. Yeah, sometimes they put them in drinks. You're supposed to eat them. A lot of people don't know that you can eat them, but just go into your flower shop and tell them you want some roses that don't have pesticides on them, that they didn't put anything on. If they didn't put anything on it, you could take them back, you know, and you can boil them, and, you know, you can boil them and then pour the water off of them, and that's, you know what I mean, like that. That's your rose tea right there. Okay, I made one the other day, and I usually don't mess with this type of ice cream, but it was pistachio, and it was so good on as an ice cream sandwich. All right, let me stop, guys. But it's so good, and I'm gonna put a picture up. Guys. I'm gonna do it and put a picture up and show you. All right, guys, I love you all. I gotta get out of here. But rose water, that is tea. That is, I mean, you can make tea like that. You just steep it. I mean, you know, it's tea. But you can use rose water as well, too. And you can boil the roses and take the water and use it for your bath water. You know, you can put a few drops in. You can infuse it with oil, you know, and stuff like that. So, or you can, you can take the roses and you can put them in, alcohol, and let it soak, and then it makes like a tincture. But you also can take the roses and add the oil to them and let it sit, but it has to sit for several weeks in order for it to become rose oil, okay? So you pick the oil of your choice and put it. I used to make all that kind of stuff, guys. I don't know, I stopped, but I used to make all that kind of stuff. All right, that's all I have. I love you all, guys. Thank you for no, red roses are natural. I mean, they grow out of your yard if you have a rose bush. So yeah, you can do it as long as nothing's been put on it. Go to your shop and ask them, and then you can just get one rose and just pick it off and make enough for yourself. But that's exactly what I'm going to do today, guys. I'm going to have some rose tea today. All right, I love you all. That's all I have, guys. Bye for now until next time. Catch me this evening, guys, for all zodiac signs. You can get a rose from Walmart, but you got to ask them. But I would go to the flower shop because just to make sure. Bye, guys. I love you all. Bye. Bye, Latin Fire.